The worst jobs, period. Video by Cheats. Man, I do a lot of talking about jobs on this channel, you feel me? Just commenting on that. You know, Gen Z has a special relationship with working jobs, you feel me? So this is gonna be, I already know this is gonna be an entertaining video. Let's dive into it.
We've already talked about the worst summer jobs, those little torture gigs you take as a teenager just to afford gas money. But now we're leveling up. We're talking about the worst jobs, period. The kind of jobs that don't just ruin your summer, they ruin your whole life. These are the ones where you wake up, stare at the ceiling, and seriously consider faking your own death just so you don't have to clock in. First off, we have the telemarketing villain. This isn't even a job, it's straight up villainry. You're literally paid to ruin people's day. Like, you could call someone in the middle of their wedding and the script still says, "Hi, have you considered switching your car insurance?" You're not a worker, you're a professional nuisance. And the worst part is there's no winning. The person on the phone hates you, you hate you, even your manager hates you, and his job is literally making sure that you annoy people. Nobody leaves happy. The customer slams the phone, you feel like garbage, and the company celebrates because you wasted someone's time. Every call is the same. You ring somebody and they either hang up immediately, curse you out, or if you get unlucky, they'll actually stay on the line. And that's
No, I've actually done a job like that. Now it is crazy though, like because if you were getting paid off of commissions, bro, you're not doing so hot, bro. That's a terrible job. I ain't gonna lie. But if you're just getting paid, you know, hourly or whatever or salary, you know what I'm saying? It isn't that bad. I understand, but it's like, you know, most people they just gonna hang up the phone. You feel me? Curse you out. You know what I'm saying? It's not the worst. You know, hang up the phone. I don't want to talk to you either, bro. You feel me? So, yeah.
when you're trapped reading a 7-page script about bundling services, knowing deep down you'd rather be hit by a bus. The whole system is rigged, too. They give you this fake power list of potential customers, but it's just random phone numbers of people who already said no 100 times. You're not chasing leads. You're speedrunning how fast someone can block your number. Honestly, the only skill you walk away with from telemarketing is the ability to absorb pure hatred through a headset without crying. You don't build a resume, you just build a thicker skin and permanent ear trauma. It's not career experience, it's psychological warfare. Next up, we have the mascot nightmare. This one shouldn't even be legal. Being a mascot...
Whoa, why is bro getting arrested? Nah, I've never had this job before, so I don't even know how it would feel. But I can already tell them mascot costumes probably be hot. It's probably hot. It's probably funky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be comfortable. It just can't be.
is basically community service for a crime you didn't commit. You're stuck inside a 50-pound sweat coffin shaped like a rat, a duck, or some other corporate nightmare, waving at kids who immediately treat you like a piñata. Parents are snapping photos while their toddler is roundhouse kicking you in the shin like you're training for UFC. And you can't do a thing about it. You can't talk, you can't fight back, you can't even flinch. Your whole identity is erased the second you zip up that costume. You're not Kyle from accounting anymore, you're Big Rat. You're not allowed to break character, which means if you trip down the stairs, you can't even scream. You just fall like a cartoon character, arms stiff, head bobbing, while everyone claps because they think it's a part of the show. And the heat, oh my god. You're basically slow cooking inside that thing. Every breath feels like inhaling soup. Most people don't understand that mascots aren't waving because they're happy. They're waving because it's the only motion keeping them from collapsing. You're one step away from heat stroke, but if you faint, you better faint in character. Chuck E. Cheese doesn't pass out. Chuck E. Cheese takes a fun little nap. The disrespect is unreal, too. Parents let their kids beat you like a rented...
Nah, bro, I was trying not to say it. Bro, when I was little, bro, when we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese, bro, we tear Chuck E. Cheese up, bro. I'm talking about we stomping this man out in the costume, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
Mule. Little Timmy just slapped the giant mouse across the face, and the mom is laughing like it's peak comedy. Lady...
Our parents did not stop us at all, bro. That's crazy. Our parents really didn't stop us. Bro, we used to put the brakes on Chuck E. Cheese. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Those was good times, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Gee, I can't even see out of these eye holes. Your demon spawn just gave me a concussion. Meanwhile, the dad's making jokes like, bet you didn't think you'd be doing this when you grew up, huh? No, sir, when I was 6, I dreamt of being an astronaut, not a human punching bag inside a polyester coffin. The cherry on top, the pay. You're putting your body on the line, sweating out 3 gallons an hour, surviving concussions, assaults, and possible lawsuits, and you're making minimum wage. There are people in prison making more per hour, stamping license plates, and those guys at least get to show their faces. Being a mascot doesn't build character, it just kills whatever shred of dignity you had left. It's not a job, it's a fever dream punishment from a corporate overlord. You don't clock in as yourself, you clock in as a cartoon corpse, and when your shift finally ends, you take that helmet off and realize you just got paid $8 to get bullied by toddlers. That is not a career, that is community service with extra steps. You've got time, you've got your phone, so why not make some...
Nah, I'm glad I never went through that, bro. I would never get that job, bro.
Money. Free cash is the easiest way to earn real cash.
Hey, free cash, no free promo.
Fast food isn't even work. Ash for sponsoring this video. Alright, next up we have the fast food trap. Fast food isn't even work, it's survival mode on the hardest difficulty. You clock in and immediately it feels like you've been dropped into a sweatshop disguised as a kitchen. The fryer is spilling oil at you like it has a personal vendetta.
It's a Canon experience, bro. Working at a fast food place, it's a Canon experience. Me personally, I haven't had that experience, and I don't want to, you feel me? I can't do it. I just can't.
The soda machine is foaming like a rat.
I did work at the deli, though. I've worked at a deli before, so I guess that counts.
Big dog, and the grill smells like it hasn't been cleaned since 1997. And the customers, bro, fast food customers are different. Some guy with a neck tattoo and 3 baby mamas is at the counter demanding his McDouble look like the photo. Like, sir, this is a $2 sandwich wrapped in paper thinner than toilet tissue, not gourmet entree. People will straight up scream at you because their nuggets are too nuggety. Drive-thru is its own form of psychological torture. That little headset makes you hear voices like a schizophrenic. Can I get a number 4 with no pickles, extra cheese, and also make the fries half crispy, half soft? Bro, this is a Burger King, not Build-A-Bear. Then when you mess up one thing, they look at you like you personally ruined their week. And you know what nobody talks about? The
Look at you. Bro, you messed up their order, but they going in on you, bro. Come on now. Now, I ain't gonna lie. We are, as a society, we are kind of too hard on fast food workers. You feel me? We just are. Like, it's not an easy job. It's not a pleasurable job. Like, we are a little bit too hard on them. Like, if we're being honest.
workers. Half the time you're working with a 16-year-old who's high, a 40-year-old who's dead inside, and a manager who thinks they're running the Pentagon because they got the keys to the walk-in freezer. They'll act like you committed treason because you forgot to restock the ketchup packets. And the worst part is you can't escape the smell. The fast food stench clings to you like a curse. Your clothes, your hair, your soul, it smells like air fryer. You go home, shower twice, and it still smells like fries. You could be buried in the ground for 20 years and archaeologists will dig you up like, yup, this one worked at Taco Bell. It doesn't matter where you work. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Wendy's, they're all the same. Different uniforms, same suffering. You don't get job experience working fast food. You get to bond with strangers at 2 a.m. over broken ice cream machines. Alright, next up we have prison guard. Being a prison guard is basically being a babysitter for the most unhinged people on planet Earth. Except these aren't toddlers throwing Legos. These are full-grown dudes throwing fists, chairs, and occasionally their own shit. And you're the referee. No whistle, no backup, you're just struggling. The job description is literally walk around a concrete box, stare at people who hate you, and hope nobody decides today's the day they test out a shank they made out of a toothbrush. And the crazy part is...
Nah, it is crazy when you say it like that. I ain't gonna lie. That is crazy, bro. I mean, I was gonna say, I don't know why anybody would want to be a prison guard, but hey, people need money, bro. They gotta work jobs, you feel me? So it does kind of make sense, but nah, that definitely isn't a job I would want to do for sure.
You can't win. If you're nice, the inmates think you're soft, and if you're strict, they hate you even more. Either way, you're the villain in someone's story. And every prison guard has that moment where they're like, damn, am I a cop or am I just a janitor for crime? Because half your shift isn't even breaking up fights, it's filing paperwork because two guys almost killed each other over a soup packet. That's your life. Gourmet chefs argue over caviar, millionaires argue over yachts. These dudes will risk 20 more years over ramen noodles. Your friends are out there working normal jobs. They're like, oh yeah, I just had to deal with a rude customer today. Cool, I had to deal with a guy who stabbed another guy 14 times. Different energy, Jessica. And the pay, don't even get me started. You're basically living inside of a live-action Grand Theft Auto server, but your paycheck looks like you work at Subway. That's the real crime. Honestly, a prison guard...
Nah. That's crazy. They gotta do better than that, bro. They can't be paying folks like that for risking their lives, bro. Come on now.
Job is just early access to PTSD. Alright, last but not least, we have the warehouse worker. Now, obviously, they're not all built the same, but usually working in a warehouse is like signing up...
So, I have a lot of experience with this. The warehouse worker. Yeah, this is also another canon event, especially for young men, you feel me? I remember I seen that one video, it was a robot. They had a robot working in the warehouse or whatever, and after 15 minutes of work, the robot killed themselves because they decided that it was not worth living if that was the job they had to do, bruh. And that was hilarious to me. That video was hilarious.
To be human robot, except the robots actually get breaks. You're running back and forth with little barcode scanners like it's Call of Duty, except instead of kills, you're racking up packages of adult diapers and off-brand phone chargers for 10 hours straight. No windows, no sunlight, it's just you in a neon vest and a constant fear that Jeff Bezos himself is gonna pop out of the rafters and yell at you for walking too slow. They literally time your bathroom breaks. Like, if you take more than 3 minutes to pee, you're on thin ice. Imagine explaining to your manager, sorry boss, my bladder isn't Amazon Prime. It doesn't matter, you're still written up. Every shift feels like a game show called How Much Can a Human Suffer for $14 an hour? Spoiler alert, a lot. You're not building anything, you know, at least fast food makes burgers, at least retail has customers. Warehouse work is just shuffling boxes for people you'll never meet. And you don't even feel like a worker, you just feel like a character in a simulation, just endlessly scanning, lifting, stacking until your spine files for divorce. Those are, in my opinion, some of the worst jobs that you can get. If you agreed, leave a like. If you disagreed, also leave a like.
Hey, this was a cool video. He was definitely on point with this one for sure. Those are some of the worst jobs you can have, bro. I never even thought about prison guard. Like, yeah, that job does sound terrible. You feel me? I would never get it though, obviously. But yeah, those are some of the worst jobs you can get. What do you guys think are the worst jobs? Let me know, like, what jobs that you've worked that's been terrible, you feel me? Let me know some of your job experiences that made it to be so bad, you feel me? Yeah, let me know, you feel me? Comment that down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, of course. Shout out to Cheats for this video. If you want to see more videos from him, check him out over on his channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Turn on post notifications to see everything that I put out. And subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content I do here. You feel me? With that being said, man, I'm out, bro. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, you know I'm the one